I think you just have to have a voice, you have to have a backbone, and you have to stand up for what you believe in. I'm Angela Parrotta, and I am a design director, art director, graphic designer, and also a cyclist. In 2008, I joined Bike and Build and led a group of about 30 across the country with 3 other leaders. I hadn't been a cyclist, and I wasn't really athletic or doing anything sporty at all in New York. I probably hadn't been on a bike since I was 14. I was 25 when I did my first cross-country trip. I did it again in 2010. And then when I got back to my job, I was just, thinking to myself, it's time to get out of New York. It's time to explore a different city and maybe do something within bicycle advocacy that can help people have the same kind of experience that I had, or just to do something that's a little larger than sitting at a desk all day. Revolution Cycles was looking for an events and advocacy coordinator, and they hired me, which was awesome. And so I moved to DC, and I was with them for about a year. Nellie had approached me, I think it was 2013, and she was like, Angela, I have this crazy idea to start this program for WABA to help women get their feet wet in cycling. So how can we create something that can foster a community so women can be more comfortable riding? It was going to be a series of gatherings where one person would host it at their house, and people would come over and bring wine or whatever and just talk about the basics. The program just took off. We started a Facebook group, and in the beginning it was like 20 of our closest female friends. I think the group now has over 5,000. Females in Seattle have approached us being like, we want to start this in our community. How did you do it? So the model was something that was created that, if I'm going to move to LA, I can take the same thing that we created here and create it there. The greatest thing I think about cycling, especially in the community of women in this area, is everyone supports each other. When we were out there racing, everyone was looking out for each other and making sure that everyone was okay. And it was just, men's races are not like that. They're bumping elbows, they're cursing at each other and yelling at each other, and we're like, do you need nutrition? Are you okay? Did you drink your water? And when people were doing well, your competitors were genuinely happy for you. There was no cattiness that was happening. I think DC is top notch. I mean, if I could buy something and put down roots here, I probably will. Being able to ride on the trails and having the monuments in the background, and it's just such a cool experience and a freeing experience. There's no better way to experience the country at all. You can drive across the country, but you don't experience it the same way as you do when you're literally on 2 wheels and you have to pedal every single mile of the way. Being able to say that you biked across the country is a really, really cool thing. I'm not going to let anything hold me down. So if I want to, pursue something that I'm really passionate about, and someone's saying I can't, or someone's saying we can't because of this, it's like, no, can't doesn't exist in my vocabulary.